She has the grassroots. She has the people, and that is why they are afraid. Can Ododo, I challenge Ododo and Bello put together 10 of them, not to just one, 10 together, and in an open ballot. Natasha will defeat them before 4 hours. In 4 hours, Natasha will sweep them. Nobody will vote for them. They are just imposing themselves on the people. I will lead the hope. I will lead protests for her. But because see, let's be very careful in this country. Whenever we are talking about issues, let's look at the rule of law, because this is the reason this country is where it is today. People not following the rule of law.
Okay, see, the story is out there. It speaks for itself. Now, I would just like to take your reactions to this latest development. Senator Akpabio is saying that under Section 41, that's the section of the 1999 Constitution that talks about freedom of movement, that neither the state government nor the local government can ban her from going to her father's house and meeting her people. But the state government is saying, oh, she came home, to come and incite the public against the Nigerian government. You know the rest of the story in the Senate. Just to get your perspective on this, as stakeholders, where do we start from? Do we start with the gentleman in the studio, Ijele, and then after you, we'll go to the Honorable Abdulrazak Mama.
Thank you. Good morning, Dr. Abati. It is unfortunate that Kogi State have turned itself to a war zone. The government are always coming up with an excuse that does not resonate with the realities in Kogi State. I am from Kogi State, precisely Omala local government. Doctor, the year 2024, last year, 32 people were massacred in my local government. My uncle, my auntie were victims of that massacre. There was no coffee, there was no ban on any political rallies, there was nothing of such. The government, in fact, was even denied as if there was nothing happening until it took to social media and took to all the media houses to escalate and expose what was going on. There was no ban on political rallies. Only for Natasha coming on after she printed the poster was circulating on social media. Then boom, Kogi State. Then this. In fact, that means the state of emergency declared in Rivers State should be repeated in Kogi State for insecurity. If they are telling us about insecurity that have been in Kogi State, as I speak to you, my village, where I come from, Bagana, there is no building. My building was raised to zero by bandit. As I speak to you, there is no single building standing in that place. The people have been in IDP for the past 2 years. Kogi State government have never declared a state of emergency in that local government, but they declared it in Ihima, where no single life have ever been taken. They are jittering. They are afraid of the charisma, the ambience, and everything that Senator Natasha carries. She is a young lady. I can tell you, among the people on that floor of the Senate, the person that have won his election clear, devoid of all those games that they played against us in 2023, is Senator Natasha. She has the grassroots. She has the people, and that is why they are afraid. I challenge Ododo and Bello put together 10 of them, not to just one, 10 together, and in an open ballot. Natasha will defeat them before 4 hours. In 4 hours, Natasha will sweep them. Nobody will vote for them. They are just imposing themselves on the people, causing a lot of chaos in the place. A lot of bandits, a lot of kidnappings are going on in Ejule, in Aloma Aziz. They have not done anything. It's only about politics. Once this is the same thing they did to us. You forget during the election, during the campaign of Muritala Ajaka, they stopped us. They will lay this young man on the road, almost shot at him directly.
Okay. Mr. Ijele, you are press secretary of the Social Democratic Party.
Yes,
in Kogi State. Now, on this program, I have always complained about amphibious politicians who are neither toad nor frog. They are quarreling between the PDP and the APC in the compound. Your own house is in another place. You have carried your own offering to go and join other people's...
because I was a victim.
No, just wait. How is the fight between PDP and APC in Kogi State? How does it concern the SDP? You are press secretary. You should be speaking for your party. Now you are speaking for PDP.
Because an injury to one is an injury to all. They did the same thing to us. I was almost killed. I was almost assassinated.
There's a gang up
against any opposition. The arrangement, the idea is to silence all oppositions. And that is why we are standing as SDP to say no. Why is PDP in Kogi State? Has still PDP in Kogi State chapter issued even single statement. I issued 2 statements yesterday, one for the chairman of the party and one for the party as a whole. Where is PDP? They abandoned this lady alone because they are afraid of the so-called puppet and the puppeteer in the state. But we are not afraid of them. And that's why we are telling them to their face that they can't do nothing.
Okay, I mean, before I go to Honorable Mama, you know there is a move now to form a coalition against President Tr0ubl and take power away from him and the APC. Is this an indication that in Kogi State, the PDP, the SDP in Kogi State is already joining that coalition? Very briefly, because we need to hear from... Are you happy with
the state of the country today? Are you happy with the state of the country? Are you happy with the poverty?
No, I'm the one asking the question.
So now, if you are not happy, that means the government of the day are not doing well. And I'm very happy to be part of the people that will vote them out of power come 2027.
Okay, so you are one of the coalition people who are anti-Tr0ubl, anti-APC.
I am anti-undemocratic moves of this government. I'm anti-poverty. I'm anti-underdevelopment. I'm anti-silencing the opposition. See, opposition is the bedrock of democracy. Okay. Without opposition, we cannot survive as a nation. Okay, Mr.
Gele, we know where you stand. The enemy of your friend is your enemy. Very fine.
Let's make progress. I'll move here into studio. The same issue I'm tabling to you. Some are saying that ultimately, the outburst that happened in the Senate plenary is what created this bulldozer effect of events that have now transpired. And some are saying that, well, she should just go back. She needs to be in plenary. She needs to be representing her people. That's the most important thing for her right now, to have her voice as a duly recognized senator who is not suspended. That's number one. Number two that I'd like to come to you here in studio for is the issue of the recall. So much controversy. I already know where you're going to lean in this, based off of what you've said already. But the issue of the recall, there are 2 schools of thought. I'd just like you to unpack that for us as somebody from Kogi State, because some people are saying that they were induced, the people were paid to come and queue, and they were told it was palliatives. That's why they gave their addresses. But the petitioners are saying that these are genuine people who have come out to sign this petition for recall. Who do we believe? Because the drama in Kogi State is becoming quite sensational.
Okay, let me respond to you. As a young progressive politician that believe in the rule of law, one of the problems we have as a nation is lawlessness. No laws and order. You see people violating rules, regulations, even INEC themselves that have put us in this menace. The people INEC that have put us in this problem as a nation today is because they fail to abide by the rules and the regulation of INEC. And that is one of the reasons I am the first person that came out openly after I went through the letter of the suspension. I said, look here, our sister, we stood for you from the beginning till now. If they are saying your suspension is based on the uproar, your reaction to the change of seat, and it is in line with your constitution as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, then apologize based on that. I own a duty to my own opinion, and as a progressive, as someone that believes in the rule of law. If we are saying today that INEC should follow the rule of law and must do a due diligence, not just one lady with pajamas coming to submit a petition and the signature of 250 people. Dr. Ruben, in that election, only 110 people participated in that election that brought about Senator Natasha. How come within how many days, 250, with a lady on pajamas starting to say she is the one submitting the petition on behalf of 250 that she cannot, that they cannot, even 150 cannot vote in that election? And that is what happened to us, that over how many thousands of people were inflated against the original accredited voters in 2023 Kogi State gubernatorial election. Now the same process again. So apology of Natasha is not based on sexual harassment. Sexual harassment to me is a separate thing that took place in a private place. I was not there, you are not there, until there are evidence that we can nail Senator Akpabio. But the 6 months also, even if she refused to apologize, the 6 months is not in that constitution. So let's stand by the constitution. The constitution, if you refuse to apologize that day, the whole thing should be, she should not participate in that plenary section, and maybe a two weeks maximum suspension, not 6 months. The 6 month suspension is actually not to silence her on the sexual allegation. That is how I say it. Because if they are to say, okay, we will punish you for not apologizing to us according to the rule, then give her 2 weeks. Why not 1 week? Why not some days? Why not missing out on some section? Why 6 months? Has she killed anybody to deserve 6 months? So, and as a woman, she deserves her right to be clouded with her emotion. As at that moment, emotion setting, I understand as a woman. You understand as a man that emotion could take over such situation. But if I were her, do you know what I've done that day? I've just apologized, get to the news feed. The following day, I brought out my sexual allegation. I will be on the streets. So
you're in support of apology?
I'm in support of the apology based on the rule of the opera at that moment, not on her allegation. Never. And if she have done that, and then we are not facing with the issue of allegation, Jesus, I will be on the street for her. I will lead the hope, I will lead protest for her. But because see, let's be very careful in this country. Whenever we are talking about issue, let's look at the rule of law. Because this is the reason this country is where it is today. People not following the rule of law. INEC breaking their own rules. You say accreditation, but you'll be declaring different thing. You say this, you'll be saying different. INEC chairman will be saying left, you'll be going right. Is that what we have as a country? Can we have a better country? If some of us like this, we can't even understand. One of the things that ginger us into political space in 2023 is electoral bail. Is the beavers, is the accreditation. But all these have been jettisoned on the altars of technicalities by judges, even in the court today. So where are we going as a nation? A whole governor is suspended for 6 months. Where are we going? That is the rule of law we are talking about. Now, as Natasha as a person, in fact, yesterday have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that in 2027 it's made easy for her to return back as a senator for Kogi Central once again. And I'm very proud because she is from my state, one of the best performing senators. She has done so many empowerment. In fact, the lady with the pajamas to INEC office, her father was part of the beneficiaries of our sister empowerment. But she was induced to go and do what he has done. She's less for her. But I am telling you categorically, I'm very proud of Senator Natasha. I'm very proud of her achievement. I'm very among the 3 senators from Kogi State. She is standing tall. And today, all the Kogi are standing behind Senator Natasha Akpabio. Those signatures they are talking about. Now let's go to the rule of law. When I'm talking about law and order, have INEC verified? If they call for that verification today, I put my life on the line. They will not get 20,000. They will not get 20,000, except they'll come by their Bello antics of declarations of result and say overnight. In the middle of the night, it's okay. The declarations have been, we have conducted our verification and the signatures match and tallies with everything. That is the only thing. But see, Dr. Bati, it is easier for 20 camel and 20 cow to pass through the eyes of a needle than recalling Senator Natasha. It's not possible. You can't recall that lady. She has done very well. You see, what happened yesterday, that's why the curfew, that's why the ban, that's why the non-movement, that's why all the almajiris and the evils, the thugs that they set up on the road, just like they did to us during the election, they felt that the lady is going to come in a different style. They couldn't block the air, and she came through the air. That is a defeat. See, it's a slap on their face. The puppet and the puppeteer were put to shame. The puppet and the puppeteer and their sponsors were put to shame. That is what we should be clamoring for in this country. Nobody, you can't stop a free Bello, the puppeteer. He Bello today. It has proved to us that although he's not in charge of the state, if Bello is ruling by proxy, because I know that he said it at the rally that he was caught and he said Natasha cannot be recalled. But how what of a sudden turnaround of changing all the security apparatus because of Natasha? It's because the puppeteer is behind it. And let me tell you, the same puppeteer was able to be accompanied to the same Salah celebration last year in Okene. The person as a then he has been declared wanted by EFCC. Eagle were busy chasing the white lion. The white lion became a white chicken right before our eyes. And then today they are coming to tell us that Natasha does not have right to go to our constituency. My dear sister Natasha, go over and over again. We are behind you. Nothing can stop us in Kogi State. We like her, and we as SDP as a party want her to remain as our senator. Even in 2027, she will go back as a senator for Kogi Central.
Give respect to whom is due. I sit at attention for you, Senator Natasha Akpabio. Oh, woman you be. And I thank you for my leader. I'm not of Kogi State. Don't be sweet. I'm not of Kogi State. I met Usman Ododo. Sorry, sir. Yahaya Bello. Jesus Christ. Something is wrong with me. I don't know whether my Akpabio joined. Nigerian government in general. Oh God. Tears they come over. Natasha, not fit all of una. They say me nobody. the pass road. Say curfew there, they don't want maybe see any convoy. They no want. Even police see the reports, they tell us say don't come. Because police know what these people fit do. Natasha say no follow road. You know say that they wait for her. But they go follow helicopter. Natasha know the year one. I don't hear Akpabio side of the story. Natasha they give Messi empty. Natasha know where. Hey! I will never be broke in my life. Repeat after me. Oh! I will never be broke in my life. And they see updates and they get joy. Better my favor, Kogi people. See people. Kogi na people. Kogi not be just human being. Kogi na Daisy. They say fuck your orders. Some of them, they pull out for their woman. I don't go like this one sweet me. I don't talk when they don't go arrest me. Oh, Jesus Christ, sorry. She said, I'm an Ebira woman. I'm the daughter of so and so. I know my roots and I am coming home. See, it's giving audacity. But baby, please help me check on Natasha. No one yes, and I saw a mosquito bite. I saw a mosquito bite out. I better go. Natasha, cover you with the blood of Jesus. Go, girl. Oh, my God.